What is up, everybody? Welcome to Treecko Center, our weekly TPL recap show. Not quite intuitive as I was hoping. We're still trying to work on the logistics of everything. So the only thing I can think of really about doing right now is just kind of just pull up the chart and kind of just briefly cover, where teams are standing wise, the stats, the matchups. The ideas for the future segments going forward. Originally, I wanted to edit in highlights of 2 or 3 matches, but I've been kind of running into an issue about kind of getting the flow of that going. It's a little difficult. So if you guys are definitely interested in helping out with that, I need someone that can gather footage, can sit down and edit the footage, to only include highlights of each match, and someone that can also commentate over it. It's a lot to ask for. It really is. It's a lot. A little too much for me to take on. I mean, I got 2 matches recorded and everything, but I'm just not happy with how it's turning out. It's not kind of what I had envisioned. So some help in that category will be nice going forward, especially if you're interested in involving yourself a little bit more with the league. Also, if you are a rookie coach, don't be afraid to reach out to me at Team Snack'emWest on Twitter. And then we can schedule time to, sit down. I can ask you a few questions over Discord, or whatever, or I can send you questions and you can record it on your own. Either one, we're open. Tremendous support on the first Future Sight episode. Thanks again to Angel. It was a great interview. It was great talking with you. And then life hacks has been suggested. It's basically people that got played hard by RNG. That might be a monthly series. Gives us about 4 weeks of matchups. Assuming we have people go, hey, people can submit us, stuff of them getting hacked. Not hacked, but hacks. That's an idea that is out there. So if you guys are looking to help out with the TPL YouTube, don't be afraid to reach out to me on Twitter. Send me a message. Again, I'm looking for somebody that can edit, can record, and can commentate. It's a lot to ask. I had 2 or 3 already ready to go. I wasn't happy with the way it was going. So we're kind of gonna do a brief rundown, pretty much, of week 1 action here. So let's go ahead and start with the Lionheart Luxrays against the Orlando Magikarps. The Orlando Magikarps taking the W with a 6-4 victory over the Luxrays. Then the Carolina Conkelders taking a 6-3 victory over the Ottawa Guardians. Ottawa Guardians giving the Carolina Conkelders a run for their money with that trace ability Gardevoir with the sun up, tracing the chlorophyll from the Venusaur. Gardevoir taking 3 kills and almost reverse sweeping the Conkelders, but Venusaur was able to pull it back in and finish with 6 kills from that Venusaur. Then the James River Jolteons against the Howley Hariyama's with the James River Jolteons, a rookie coach, taking a 6-3 victory. Then we got the Long Beach Absols against the Calgary Nitro Strikers. It went down to the wire, 5-4. Long Beach Absols taking over. They were originally known as the Toronto Star Raptors, getting relocated and continuing that win streak. Long Beach Absols are up to a 17 win streak. I almost forgot the word there. The win streak, and not having a loss at all season 1. But of course, with a new rookie coach, we'll see how long that lasts. Teams are definitely going to start bringing their A game when it comes to facing the Long Beach Absols. We got the Alolan Strikers, probably the newest team in the league, taking on the Savannah Sharpedos with a 5-1 victory. Then we got the Arizona State Impidimps against the amazing Alakazams, with the amazing Alakazams taking a 6 6-5 victory in a very close matchup. Then we got the Seattle Seadras versus the New Orleans Ninjas, a Kanto South division matchup, I do believe, with the Ninjas forfeiting that and the Seattle Seadras taking home the W. Then we got the Florida Barracuda against the Detroit Needle Kings, with the Florida Barracuda, the runner-up for Season 1, and the Hoenn champion, Barracudas, taking a 6-4 victory over the Needle Kings. Then we got both of these Nuzleaves against the Phoenix Soul Rocks. Phoenix Soul Rocks taking a 6-1 victory, powered by that deadly Porygon 2. The Jamaican Jolteons and the Florida Garchomps were given an extension on their match. They will have probably a few days chance to get that match scheduled and done. But as of recording this, they have not had that yet. So be sure to check out week 2 to get the follow-up on that. And then that's followed just right by the Hudson Hydreigons and the San Diego Charizardites, with the first ever tie in TPL history. San Diego Charizardites, of course, coached by Angel, who was featured on Future Sight. Cool dude, definitely enjoyed speaking with him there. Tying with Redapod with that 5-5 score. Then we got the first match that kicked off Season 2, the Dallas Mudsdales versus the Redwood Rosalias, with the Redwood Rosalias taking a 6-2 victory over the Dallas Mudsdales. Memphis Maniacs against the College Station Good Bowl. College Station Good Bowl taking a 6-3 victory, led by that Starmie with 3 knockouts. College Station taking the W there. Then the Nordic Noivern versus the Bad Lumberries. The Bad Lumberries taking a 6-5 victory. The Nordic Noivern giving the Lumberries a run for their money. Lumberries, a surprise team that did very well in Season 1 playoffs. Couldn't quite reach the end, but they did a great job proving their worth in this league. Then we got the Kansas City Crocodiles against the Lancaster Corviknights. The Lancaster Corviknights taking a 6-4 victory over the Crocodiles, led by 3 KOs from that Chandelure. Then we got the Garadorable against the Red Spark Vicavolts, with the champions of Season 1, the Red Spark Vicavolts, taking a 4-3 victory. Garadorable gave the champion a run for his money. Very close match. It came down to 2 KOs from that Incineroar to seal the deal. So let's go ahead and jump to the standings here. We'll start in the Kanto Conference. That's the first one it landed on. So Kanto North, the Alolan Strikers and the Long Beach Absols are the head honchos currently in that division, both with 1-0 records. Calgary Nitro Strikers and the Savannah Shoshipitas both dropped their Week 1 match and go to 0-1. For the Kanto East, Carolina Conkelders and the Orlando Magikarp, proving their worth nice and early for 2 veteran coaches in that division, both starting their Season 1s-0. The Detroit Needle Kings and the Ottawa Guardians both dropping to 0-1. Then we got the Kanto South, led by the Phoenix Soul Rocks and the Seattle Seadras, who got the W from that forfeit. And then the Hudson Hydreigons with that first tie, hanging on there half a game back on the Soul Rocks and the Seadras. And the New Orleans Ninjas, who forfeited their Week 1 match, are 0-1. And then we got in the Kanto West, we got the Red Spark Vicavolts, which is the Season 1 champion, the only team to grab a W in Week 1 at 1-0, while the Lionheart Luxrays, both of these Nuzleaves, and Garbodorable both drop to 0-1 to start their seasons. Now let's go ahead and scroll back up here. We got the Hoenn North with the Redwood Rosalias and the Lancaster Corviknights taking 1-0 leads. Even the Amazing Alakazam, I almost forgot to add them in there. The Amazing Alakazam's also starting the season 1-0 with the Howoli Hariyama's the only team in that division to not scoop up a Week 1 victory. In the Hoenn East, The Jamaican Jolteons obviously still at 0-0 as they have not played their Week 1 matchup yet. The Bad Lumberries at 1-0. The Nordic Noivern at 0-1. And obviously Florida Garchamp also Week 1 matchup against the Jamaican also got extended. So hopefully we'll get stats from those soon. Be sure to stay tuned to those once again. In the Hoenn South, we have the James River Jolteons, a rookie coach with a 1-0 record so far after Week 1. The Florida Barracuda, the Hoenn champion from last year, also 1-0. Kansas City Crocodiles dropped to 0-1, along with the Memphis Maniacs at 0-1. The Hoenn West, College Station Good Bowl, the only team in that division to pick up a W at 1-0. The San Diego Charizardites go to 0-1 with that tie with the Hudson Hydreigon's. Arizona State Impidimps and the Dallas Mudsdales are also hanging out there at 0-1. So let's go ahead and jump to our season stats here. We'll cover kind of like the top 2 kill leaders right now. Obviously, Venusaur at 6 kills, 0 deaths. Venusaur, very dangerous. Poltergeist, 3-0. Porygon, 3-0. Starmie, 3-1. Togekiss, 3-1. Chandelure, 3-1. Gengar, 3-1. Gardevoir, 3-1. Noctowl, who's a free agent. If you guys feel like picking up a good Pokemon that's on top of the kill board this early in the season, Noctowl, 3-1. And Excadrill also hanging out at 3-1. So looking at this, obviously our Week 1 Pokemon of the Week will go to Venusaur. Venusaur obviously 6 kills, 0 death. Basically took out the Ottawa Guardians team all by itself. Venusaur is going to be our Week 1 MVP and will also be very top of our MVP watch board at this moment in time. Alright, and with that said, let's go ahead and let's cover Week 2. Our Week 2 schedule here. Scroll on over. We have the Week 2 schedule, which is this coming week, August 16th. Some of you have probably already, battled your matches by the time this gets uploaded online. But our Week 2 game of the week, assuming we have footage on it, if we have footage of it, game of the week will be, go ahead and move this over for you guys so you guys can actually see. It's a very close vote. 7 votes. The Bad Lumberries versus the Red Spark Vikavolt will be our Week 2 game of the week, only beating the College Station Good Bowl Dallas Mudsdales Battle for Texas by 1 vote, with the Lancaster Corviknights versus the Alolan Strikers finishing 3rd on that voting list. So with that said, as long as we can get the footage for the Bad Lumberries versus Red Spark Vikavolt, the game of the week will be uploaded by this coming Sunday. So if you're Artisan Kane or Dolphin Squared and you guys are recording, be sure to go ahead and send us over the link so we can go ahead and get that uploaded for game of the week, as we try to promote more battles and content on the YouTube channel. It's kind of the main point of game of the week. More exposure for you guys and also more exposure for the channel once, because there'll be those weekly battles hopefully getting uploaded onto the main YouTube channel. Alright, so let's go ahead, and I did slide this over so you guys are not going to see it, but we can fix that really quick here. Alright, in Week 2, we have the New Orleans Ninjas against the Calgary Nitro Strikers, the Savannah Sharpedos versus the Long Beach Absols, the Carolina Conkelders versus the Memphis Maniacs, the Arizona State Impidimps versus the Hudson Hydreigons, the Phoenix Solrocks versus the Seattle Seadras, the Jamaican Jolteons versus the Lionheart Luxrays, which is both of those teams being playoff teams, is a rematch from that, for both of those playoff teams playing in that game. And we got the Orlando Magikarps against the Kansas City Crocodiles, the Lancaster Corviknights versus the Alolan Strikers, the Howley Harriyamas versus the Florida Barracuda, the Detroit Nidokings versus Garbodorable, Ottawa Guardians versus both of these Nuzleafs, the Bad Lumberries versus Red Spark, which is our game of the week, Florida Garchomp versus the San Diego Charizardites, College Station versus Dallas for the Battle of Texas. The Redwood Rosalias versus the James River Jolteons. And the Amazing Alakazams versus the Nordic Noivern. Alright guys, so that will be it. Again, if you guys are interested in helping out with highlights for Treecko Center, definitely reach out to me throughout the week, and we'll be in contact about maybe what matches you should pick up, or if you really like a certain match and you want to cover it, once again, feel free to go ahead and do that. Just let me know beforehand so we can go ahead and get that planned in, edited into the video for next week's Treecko Center. And be sure, if you guys are watching this and haven't scheduled your matches yet, schedule your matches. That should be like a Monday routine, Tuesday at the latest. Reach out to the person. You don't want to be caught in a situation where neither of you guys reached out. It's just awkward for everybody. Do your part. Reach out. The earlier you reach out, the more earlier you put an effort into recording, the more less likely it's going to be your fault for not recording a match or for not getting a match done. So be sure you guys do that. If you're a rookie coach, reach out to me. Looking to do another future site segment. And then if you guys have some life hacks idea, you know, for like the RNG hacks in these lovely Pokemon battles, reach out to me on that. If you think we should do a monthly thing where we just kind of just compile everything, like that happened, you know, through like weeks 1 through 4, you know, per se, be a great idea there. Just trying to get some more regular content. That's kind of my main focus, is just to make sure there's at least maybe 1 or 2 videos going out every week on the TPL YouTube channel. Be sure to subscribe to TPL YouTube. Be sure to check out the links to all of our affiliates and sponsors in the description below. And we will see you guys next time. Thank you for watching. Peace out. Have a good one. Stay safe. And bye.